Chapter 83. Detroit. George, wake up! I heard Dr. Morcassius whisper. I didn't move at all, but I could still hear him. Hannah, can you carry him to the capsule? Dr. Morcassius asked. Yes, said Hannah. I then felt myself be lifted up, and then I began to wake up, even though I know Dr. Morcassius just said he was. I didn't know Hannah was carrying me. What? I asked when I woke up. Hi, said Hannah. Where are you taking me? I asked. To the capsule. We have a 4.5 hour ride to Detroit ahead of us, Hannah answered. Are we going to stop at your uncle who lives on the far west side? I asked. No, said Dr. Morcassius. I want to, but he's right now overseas with his class teaching him about other religions. He should be back in a week, but we won't see him, said Hannah. I see, I said. I was then placed in the capsule. Remember, there are no seatbelts, and it is about to get loud, Hannah reminded. Got it, I said. Also, said Hannah when she was shutting the roof and getting on the motorcycle and putting her helmet on. Also what? I asked. There's a walkie-talkie system that connects with the sensors. When we connected the motorcycle, so that way you can talk to me and I can talk to you during this ride, Hannah said through the speaker in my capsule. Good to know. Can you hear me? I asked Hannah through the speaker system. Yes, just talk in and I will pick up, Hannah answered. Then are we good to go? I asked as the garage door was opening. Yes, Hannah answered. I then heard a loud vroom, and then we were off to Detroit. We were only about 3 minutes outside of the house when we came to a complete stop. Gassing up, said Hannah through the speaker. Understood, I said back. I then sat up in my capsule a little bit more, and I could see that Dr. Morcassius and Sam were getting gassier too. It appears we were out of Sunoco. After about 3 minutes, we then began moving. This should be enough to get gas to get us to Jackson, Michigan, which is about an hour and a half outside of Detroit, said Hannah. I then saw us get on I-94 East, and it was a beautiful day in Chicago, but unfortunately we were going to miss it and go to Detroit instead. It was beautiful as we were merging onto the Kennedy Expressway and heading through downtown, and then onto the Dan Ryan Expressway. Once we got off the Dan Ryan, it was about 15 minutes before Hannah said through the speaker, "Welcome to Indiana," and 40 minutes after that she said, "Welcome to Michigan, 220 miles to Detroit." It was fun watching the Michigan countryside in Kalamazoo go by, and after we passed Kalamazoo, it was about an hour, and we then arrived in Sunoco in Jackson, where Hannah opened the roof for me, which I felt was weird because we were not in Detroit yet. Gas and leg stretcher, said Hannah. So, can I get out of the capsule, I asked. Yes, Hannah answered. We should probably go to the restroom, said Dr. Morcassius over my capsule. Good point, I said. My foot was having the pins and needles feeling, so it took me a few minutes of walking to wake it up, and then I went inside the Sunoco to go to the restroom. When I got out, Hannah was inside the Sunoco. Would you like an icy? Hannah asked. Blue raspberry, please, I answered. Hannah then prepared me a blue raspberry icy, and then purchased it, and then I was soon back in the capsule. Thank you, I said to the speaker after I was secured. You are welcome. 80 miles to Detroit, said Hannah. I then heard of the motorcycle store again, and we were back on 94 East, and about 40 minutes later, we were in a city known as Ann Arbor, where I finished my icy, and then it was pretty much a race through Ypsilanti, where Hannah's uncle lives, onto Michigan State Route 10, and south into downtown Detroit. Well, welcome to Detroit. Now I just need to find an affordable place to park near a Peoplemover station and your brothers, said Hannah through the speaker. It was about 2 minutes after that when Hannah opened the glass roof. Well, when I was finally able to tell what downtown Detroit looked like, I must say that I felt like it looked somewhat similar to downtown Chicago, but less extreme. What time is it? I asked. 2 in the afternoon, which means it's one in Chicago and Robbinsog, said Dr. Morcassius as he was paying for a meter. How long do those meters last? Hannah asked. 12-hour limit, said Dr. Morcassius. To Today is also Sunday. Shouldn't we just be free and shouldn't we be worshipping the Lord? I asked. Well, meters or not we. And also, Mom said we don't have to worship the Lord if somebody's life depends on it, and currently someone's does, said Dr. Morcassius. Okay, I said. I purchased my meter, said Hannah. What station is that over there? What Peoplemover station is that over there, I asked. Sam, I could see, was playing around on his phone. Sam then pointed up to the name of the hotel. That was a high-rise, and then he pointed to the station. That hotel says Greektown, I said. Which means that station is also Greektown, said Hannah. Sam smiled and nodded. Let's head over, I nodded. We then entered the train station on the ground. Hannah, do you have cash? Dr. Morcassius asked. I only have a $10 bill. Why? Hannah asked. Because it will cost us each 75 cents to ride this, answered the Dr. Morcassius. Hold on, there was a change machine, Hannah said. Hannah then changed her bill. Here we go, all quarters, said Hannah. Excellent, said Dr. Morcassius. We then paid for our ride, and we went through the turnstiles, and then we went to an information desk, because I could tell that Dr. Morcassius had questions. Can I help you? Asked the information agent. How many trains do you have running? Dr. Morcassius asked the information agent. We have 2 trains running, as well as we have 2 trains period, and each one of them have 2 cores, answered the information agent. Thank you, said Dr. Morcassius. That is what I am here for, said the information agent. We then proceeded to the escalators and headed up to the platform. Okay, guys, here is the deal. 2 trains by 2 cores is 4 cores. So when the first train comes, I need 2 of us to each board a core, said Dr. Morcassius. I raised my hand. Does that mean you volunteered to go first? Dr. Morcassius asked. Okay, it looks like we will handle the first one, and you 2 will handle the next one, said Dr. Morcassius. Fine, said Hannah. Sam nodded. And you 2 know you need to board the next one with one of you each in different cores? Yes, said Hannah as Sam was nodding. And remember, whoever finds what we need to do has to call the other 3, said Dr. Morcassius. Yep, said Hannah. We all understood that. The train then pulled in. Can I have the front core? Dr. Morcassius asked. Yes, I answered. I then boarded the back core of the train, and then we left Greektown in the Detroit Peoplemover station. I had to ride with my hood up because there was no color to the train or to a particular line. I began looking around. There was no one on the train, and it wasn't until we got toward the Millender Center station where I noticed a paper on the window of the front of the core I was in. What is this? I asked myself. The note said that we were booked for the night by the doctor, Lucas Jacobs at the Greektown Hotel and Casino, and he said he will meet us by getting on the train at the Joe Louis Arena. I then got off my phone and called Hannah and Sam immediately. Hello? Hannah asked when she answered the phone. Hannah, can you put the phone on speakerphone? I asked into the phone. Yes, said Hannah. I then heard a little beep through the phone. What is it? Hannah asked. Are you still at the Greektown station? I asked. Sam answered through his phone. Translation, yes, and the other train's pulling in. Do not board. I have found what we are looking for, I screamed into the phone. I then hung up and called Dr. Morcassius immediately. Hello? Dr. Morcassius asked through the phone. Get off and we return to Greektown, I said. Did you find what we were looking for? Yes, it was about 7 or 8 more minutes after that before we returned to Greektown.